Okay, so I've got my first turnkey client, and I'm really teaching him on how to build his car dealership from scratch. I'm teaching him how to become a car dealer, but how don't get excited so fast. Take your time, and that there's going to be a start and a finish to this very beginning process. Now, before you become a car dealer, there are a set of systems, there is a structure, there is the need to understand licensing, there's the money plan that you've got to have in order before you get started, and then you can become excited on how you're now going to be this professional car dealer that your community has been searching for. Now, this video is not just talking about selling cars. This video is talking about how your setup is important, how you run your business, and how it is structured is imperative, and it must be understood on the front end. This video is going to talk about how finance knowledge and how you're financing your car dealership beforehand is going to help you with the blueprint as you continue to keep going. We're also going to talk about how being compliant helps your state be happy about the moves and the steps that you're taking to provide transportation to your community. Now, a real plan has to be put in place in order for you to make money and be profitable in the automotive industry. So, we're talking about business structure, we're talking about understanding finances and licensing, we're talking about how you have to have your money plan in place, we're also talking about how the financial approvals is going to keep you going when things get a little bit tough. Lastly, we're talking about how systems create not just the business, but the financial growth and the financial goal in this business. So, when I'm talking about the turnkey auto sales systems, I'm not just talking about selling cars. I'm talking about helping people understand the full behind the scenes business of the automotive industry. So, the setup goes a little bit like this. You want to make sure that your business is set up so that you're protected as well as your clients. You want to make sure that the interaction that you all are having has protection attached to it, that you have the proper forms, and that you are properly informed on how to sell a vehicle to a customer or client. So, the structure is in place, then we go on into the systems. There are a set of systems and a proper way to sell cars to your clients throughout your day-to-day processes. So, once you get that down packed, we move on into licensing. There are so many just little tedious steps that you must take care of in order to satisfy your state licensing procedure. So, we went through all of that, take care of that. Now we're moving into what is the best and proper way to fund your business. You know, you have to have a money plan in place. You have to know where you're going to secure funding. You have to have a general idea of how much it's going to cost. Just say you want to purchase maybe your first 5 vehicles. We have to put that on paper and just really see how are we going to secure this funding and secure your financial goals. So, we've talked about structure, we've talked about systems, we've contacted your state and made sure that licensing is attainable for you right now. Next, we're going to talk about your money plan on how you're going to grow this business and how your leads are going to find you so that your inventory doesn't just sit. So, once we're in the space and we're moving forward, the Turnkey Auto Sales Systems video is the perfect opportunity to have your foundation so that when you have questions, you can always reach back to these videos and go, hey, I remember that being talked about. I'm going to go back to that video just to kind of freshen myself up. Because the last thing you want to do is make costly mistakes that you could have avoided. So, my first turnkey client is already excited. He's ready to buy inventory. He's ready to visit auctions. But I want to make sure that I have him properly set up and his expectations are met in this business so that he doesn't have buyer's remorse. He's going into a business sight unseen. So, In this business, you must know each and every process, procedure, but most importantly, you want to protect yourself, you want to protect your business, and you want to protect your customer. I have had so much fun working with this particular client, and I look forward to working with more dealers to help them become compliant, understand the licensing process, and just being upfront with them on what to expect. So if this business is something that you're considering and you're thinking about doing, I've helped now several dealers build their dealerships from scratch. I have developed a series of videos. They're called the Turnkey Auto Sales Systems Business Course. This is from a 17-year car dealer. I've been in this business for 17 years, built my business from scratch, scaled it to multi-million-dollar producer, and I can't wait to help the next dealer do the same thing. This business can be super lucrative, and even though we're in somewhat of an inflated climate and how inventory has now become a little higher than it used to be, you've got to know those secret cubby holes where to purchase inventory and still be profitable. So if you're interested in this business and needing a little assistance, there is a link in this video. Click on it and opt into those videos to where you have a foundation that you can always look back to, go back to those videos and remind yourself on how to be profitable and what steps to take to make sure that you're protected. All right, so until next video, you have a great night.